up, boys. This is the one that ought to put the Royer freight line out of business. Take him.
Welcome to Rimrock.
Instead of trying to be funny, why don't you help drive them off?
What for? We're not carrying any Wells Fargo box. Got nothing valuable. So as far as I'm concerned, they can catch up with us.
Listen, I'm carrying a federal contract authorization that means the difference between life and death for my father's freight company. I think that's what they're after.
So that's it. Trying to break Lon Royer.
Yes. How did you know my dad's name?
I'll tell you later. Right now I'm going to be busy.
We can't stop them now. They're too close to town. Come on.
Hello, Dad. Bob.
Hey, what happened?
All I know is that we're lucky to be alive. If it weren't for him...
Howdy, men.
Well, glad you got here. It's been a long time.
Then you must be Jesse.
Yeah, my cousin, John Howard.
It's good to know you, John. For a while, those clothes had me fooled, but I should have known from the way you handled those raiders.
I thought you told me this was a peaceful corner of Missouri.
It used to be. What happened to the driver and shotgun?
Raiders got them both.
At least they didn't get the authorization, Dad.
2 lives is a big price to pay for it.
Why doesn't somebody tell me what this is all about?
Suppose you bring him up to date, Bob. I'll walk Peg home and meet you back here.
Why don't you invite them over for dinner, Dad? Be ready at 6.
Thanks. Sure be nice, Miss Peg.
You're a sight for sore eyes, Jesse.
It's been almost 2 years, Frank. Very touching, Frank. Fine reminder of your brother to have around.
It's a reminder, all right, Jesse.
A reminder of a past we've got to bury. The way they've got the James brothers tagged, burying the past is going to be a full-time job.
Yeah, they still try to pin every unsolved crime on us.
We've got to make a stand someplace, though.
Sure enough. But you might as well know the worst.
I have a pretty fair idea, Frank. Things aren't so good around here, are they?
That's putting it mildly. On account of those raider attacks, we're barely hanging on by the skin of our teeth.
What's this authorization that Peg brought in?
That authorization was an order on the warehouseman here to hand over to us 3 months' supplies to be delivered to a small post some 50 miles from here. And if we get the shipment through all right, we're to get a 2-year government contract.
That sounds great.
It will be, if Ace Marlin doesn't think up some new tricks for his raiders to stop us.
Marlin. Is he the big gun behind the raiders?
I think so. But he keeps himself pretty well covered. No one can pin anything on him.
Listen, Frank. It took a lot of guts for Lon to make room for us here, to help us get started. Maybe we can repay him by pitching in now that things are a little rough.
I was telling Lon, Jesse, how we needed you here. You got the right slant on it. Lon, did you hear? He's dead.
Peg, dear, you can't imagine how shocked I was to hear the terrible news. And is it true the murderer stole that government paper off your father?
Yes, I guess that's why they killed him. The government contract means a lot to us, and without written permission, we can't move the trial shipment.
Oh, if I were only a man, I'd find some way to make them murdering thieves pay for this.
There's still a couple of men in Rimrock who might do just that.
I see only one of them.
The other is my cousin, John Howard, a stranger here.
He's on his way to St. Louis to get a duplicate of the authorization they stole from Dad.
Why, that's wonderful, Peg. Then you're not going to close up Royer Freight?
Not as long as we're able to stand up and fight for him.
Good for you, girl. And count on me anytime I can help.
It's good to know we have some friends here. Meantime, I'd like to send a wire on ahead to the quartermaster general and let him know what John's coming for.
Why, sure. Davis will help you. Well, I've got work to do.
Morning, folks.
Morning.
You sure put on an act when you have to.
Thanks. But with Carol and this new character, Howard, sticking to their guns, we'll need more than words to gain control of the freight business in this territory.
Won't take us long to separate those boys from the men in Rimrock.
I was sure Peg would give up and sell when they lost that authorization. And if they get that federal contract, it will be harder than ever to put Royer Freight out of business.
Sure. But what makes you think they'll deliver that shipment to get the contract?
I didn't say they would. Just gives us a problem to work out.
With 4 days before the supplies arrive, it'll be a cinch to think of something.
That's all I wanted to hear you say.
Well, we're all set, Peg. Wagons, horses, equipment, supplies, and everything.
Good. Oh, here's the latest wire from Jesse. He's on the last lap of his trip and should be home early this afternoon.
Good. Now maybe I can catch up on some sleep.
Mr. Carroll! Mr. Carroll! Ace Marlin's over the government warehouse. Loading his wagons with them supplies we were supposed to haul.
Well, how can he do that? He hasn't any right to move freight for them.
Come on, Peg. Let's see what he's up to.
Howdy, Miss Royer. Bob,
By what authority are you moving these supplies, Mr. Marlin?
you can call me Ace. Mr. Carson here's my authority. He's in charge for the government. There was no one here to haul these supplies to the post, and they had to be moved, so I worked it out with him, right?
How can you do that? You know the Royer Freight has the authorization for this job.
Why, Miss Roy, I'd be only too glad to let you go ahead. Have you got the papers with you?
If we had the papers, Lon Royer would be alive right now. But there's a special authorization on the way from the garrison commandant.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Meantime, I've still got the job, right?
Right.
What'll we do, Frank?
I've got an idea that might delay him until Jesse gets here. Take Marlin aside and start talking to him.
What about?
Anything. Just keep him busy.
I don't like it, but all right.
Well, thanks for a pleasant talk, Miss Royer.
Oh, you can call me Peg, Ace.
All right, Peg. All set? Let 'em roll. What in the... Who took them bolts out? Of all the cheap, low-down tricks...
Careful, there's a lady here.
Get over to the stable and get some new pins. What'd you have to do with this, Carol? Why, I oughta...
Here it is, Peg.
John, how wonderful. Here's the order for the supplies, Mr. Carson.
Satisfied now? Tell your men to start unloading.
Those supplies stay right where they are.
That's mighty considerate of you, Marlin. Time's short, so we'll hire your wagons at the usual rate.
My wagons ain't for hire.
As long as you're in the freight business, they are. Get our drivers, Bob.
Oh, no, you don't.
Get up, Marlin. Now get out of here.
I'll be seeing you around, Howard. And now they're on their way to the post with my wagons.
So what? Are you going to kiss the whole thing goodbye and let this character make a monkey out of you?
What else can I do? There's a whole detachment of troops at the post.
It's a good place for them as long as they stay there.
They don't add up.
It does if those wagons never reach the post. Suppose you and your men were to ride out to that pass between here and the post, then hit the wagons before they got through.
I'm gonna ride ahead. See it all's clear.
See you on the other side of the pass.
This'll do it. When they come through the cut, we'll let them have it.
coal oil in the other wagon.
Bring him over here. We'll blast him out of there. Get another one. Shoot a hole in it.